stop talking?
Yeah, that was 100%. That was 100% why.
what I was trying to do.
It's not his fault, it was my fault. I didn't realize where we're at because I have no idea what happens before he starts counting.
It just is dark and
No,
it's
that's
like,
not, but you guys heard the...
But I don't know where we're at. We can't see the videos that you play prior to the lights going on.
And sometimes you play Playing with the Boys, which is like 17 minutes long.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but would you guys want to hear? Yeah, like, how did you like hearing?
I think it worked out fine just now.
Fun little.
You like?
Doesn't matter to me. I don't need to hear anything. Just count me in, baby.
No, what I'm saying is, you could hear all of it. Do you want to hear all of it? You can't see it, unfortunately.
Can I hear specific ones, like the Cougar one and the Free Chicago one, so I get a good little chuckle in the morning before this?
No.
Not like selective
That's not
hearing.
possible. You can either hear all of them or none.
It's just not a hill I want to die on. You know what I mean, Kev? I just don't have a pony in this race. I'm fine either way. I just decided I wanted to ask Cool Greg for a coffee 5 seconds before he went live. Then he apologized to me for not getting me the coffee. Then I apologized to him because I was like, I didn't ask for one. I'm confusing you.
Yeah.
Now I want one.
Mm-hmm.
But when I asked him to bring me a water, I should have also asked him to bring a coffee because that would have. I'm like one tripping the shit out of him right now. One tripping, of course, being a term used when you're a food server and people every time you come back to the table they ask for one more thing.
Yeah.
And it's
They
like,
bring your
could you
food,
all
and then you want
just
ketchup.
fucking ask for everything together?
Now people are
saying, what's up?
That the audio is off sync.
Okay. Do I turn the TV up? Does that help?
I mean,
if I do this, does that help with the audio being out of sync?
Yeah, Nick, that helped. Thank
you.
Does it help? I don't know what else to do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kind of Funny Morning Show for July 18th. It is Wednesday, and guess what? That means we are one day closer to San Diego Comic-Con, which is, I am both, it's a double-bladed edge, no?
Double-edged sword.
Double-edged sword, and here's why. For the one, I love Comic-Con. Thursday, Friday, lots of news, of course, going to start dropping. Probably midday today, I would imagine. We're going to start seeing some trailers, things like that.
Which is exciting,
for right now,
we'll have things to talk about while you're gone.
Exactly. The unfortunate flip side of that coin is right now we have nothing to talk about. What's up, Kev?
I opened the door for Tim,
Yeah.
and I just stood there like this.
Yeah.
It was awesome. He did not handle it.
Is he wearing those pajamas that he was wearing yesterday?
No, weirdly enough, he's not, even though he's going to be on a plane.
Weird.
Cool. So it's going to be a fun show today. Joey Noel, of course, joining me for all the audio listeners out there. I got to do the whole spiel, the rigmarole. If you guys did not know, this is the Kind of Funny Morning Show. We join you live each and every day, twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. Thanks, Cool Greg. 11 a.m. We go for about an hour, talk about all the nerdy news you need to know. We also get into probably what's happening with all of our personal lives. And then, of course, we try to get Kevin to take his shirt off. That's just what we do here. He has yet to do it, save for 2 times that I can think in recent memory. And
Just
both those
taking
times,
his shirt off?
well, just to get bongoed.
Yeah.
You know?
And even that's not a full takeoff.
Well, it's a joke that we never want to die.
So at prom afterwards, my mom was like, "Hey, just so you know, you guys did it wrong." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "They should have given you a mic. I feel like your laughter is a big part of being bongoed. It just didn't feel complete."
Well, your laughter does. Like every time Kevin laughs, like an angel gets drunk or does something. You know what I mean? Like every time Kevin's
There's
laugh.
definitely repercussions to Kevin's laugh in some other
There's
realm.
something that happens where, like, when it laughs, it goes all the way up to heaven, and an angel has to do below or something crazy like that. You know, like something devastatingly destructive to its psyche. Of course, if you guys want to watch live with us, like so many of you are, like Sir Citadel or Nightwing 593 or Mr. Yasman 300, we appreciate that so much. We're going to be talking to you guys throughout the show, and of course, at the end of the show, we'll give a little extra special time to our subscribers. The big question of everyone's lips is, how do you subscribe? Well, you can give us $5 of your hard-earned dollars, or if you'd like, you can use Amazon Prime and give us your free Twitch Prime that way. You can link the two, and it's very, very simple. I gave mine to Sancho West, and he's dead to me.
Hasn't even thanked you, dude.
Has not thanked me?
I've been looking at your Twitter. Not one thank you from him.
Not one, and it's sad.
I've been looking at his Twitter, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I'll look at everyone. I look at Joseph, no one's thanked me, and it's just disgustingly sad.
I hear he's really good at Fortnite. I know he was playing with Andy yesterday, and Andy didn't want to play with us.
Oh, that's cool.
Is that why Andy left?
I mean, that's why Andy, he started way early. I think he started when we started, and he just wouldn't join our thing. And I was like, it's fine. He's doing duos with Sancho, getting all them chicken dinners or whatever the hell they call it now.
Or taco
Salads.
meals. Tacos. That's what Kevin referred to.
What do they call them? Taco meals?
Yeah, this morning.
I don't think that's the
He's
term.
like, is that the thing?
Taco Royale, isn't it?
Is it taco? Is taco involved?
No, there's no food involved in this one.
people
No,
say
Joey,
taco.
they call it taco. See?
Because they say
this a
chicken
thing?
dinner, taco. Yeah, it's a thing.
Is it
You
a
don't
They
thing?
say
know.
Taco Royale,
You're a
is
fake
it?
fan.
I don't know
Yeah.
that I've never heard anybody.
Andy has said it before, and I was like, what does that mean? He goes, well, winner, chicken dinner, something, Taco Royale. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
But how much of that is Andy just fucking with you?
It's, I don't know. Why would I know any of this?
Dude,
don't
if
know.
it's Andy,
I'm surprised
fucking
I
with
knew that
Tim
at all.
Or Nick, it's worked on me now, which I like.
That Andy's throwing out, well, maybe we're making it a thing.
Hell yeah.
Have we all considered that? Maybe it's a thing because we want it to be a thing. And isn't that how all things are and get started? Because
you
people
want
like
it,
us
you
want
will
it
it
to be a
into
thing.
existence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We
We're
just
up
have to
against
get
the
it.
wall today. I don't know why I'm so tired.
I
Slept
mean,
like 9 hours last night.
really?
Yeah.
I'm kind of jealous. Is it because? Have you actually gotten a weekend yet, or have you guys just kept rolling? I feel like I missed some
I
chunk
think
of
we
time.
got last
Last
weekend.
week,
Yeah, we
Okay.
got last weekend.
Got it.
And I'll
Is
get
it
a little.
enough, You know?
I don't know. I mean, I'm worn down to the nub a little bit, but I'm having a great time, and it's just all sorts of great stuff coming up, including SDCC. Kevin, let's go into housekeeping.
Housekeeping, you want me to jerk you off?
What kind of hotel is this?
First up on housekeeping, X-Men, of course, in review is gonna keep going. I don't know why that was so low.
What was wrong?
Why is that not low? I don't understand how audio works. Of course, we are doing the Wolverine this week, and next week we will be
Sorry,
doing
we
X-Men.
don't have audio here, that's why.
Cool. The Wolverine is this week. Next week is, I believe, Days of Future Past.
It is. They are doing the rogue cut for everybody that's
The
asking.
Rogue cut.
Yeah. And for Wolverine, we did do the Unleashed unrated version.
Right, which is by
we
far better.
highly recommend.
Yeah,
Highly
better.
recommend.
We'll see if the Rogue cut's better.
I've heard
I
good
haven't
things.
seen it.
I've heard good things. It's crazy how much the unrated version did for me.
I know. I distinctly remember really liking Days of Future Past. I've seen it twice now. So I'm excited to go back and watch
I think with-
the Rogue cut and see how much of a different movie it is.
I think with the ending, it's hard to not fucking love it, you know?
I
excited
think
to see where this
Scoptimus7 asked a really important question and said, has Ignacio Rojas been timed out yet? He has not,
It's been a whole 8 minutes.
but we'll see. Show's not over yet. Kevin, bring this up.
All right.
Mr. Greg Miller.
Mr. Greg Miller has gone down to LA one day early, and why, you ask? Well, as according to his tweet, life keeps getting crazier. I've been cast in a Ghostbusters World video. Full scoop and plenty of BTS stories on his Instagram. Instead of following him, though, go ahead and follow me on my Instagram. That's super fun. Yeah, Greg got a chance to actually be a part of I believe, a commercial spot for this product. I'm very excited for him. Now, question for you is, how much of that did he already own? Answer, 90%.
Yeah.
No, that's the proton pack from the movie.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's not
but
his
he
proton
owned,
pack.
but the
The
Miller
suit?
suit, all that
Oh
stuff
yeah, the
is
Miller
his.
suit, sure.
The
made.
I think he even got like all the holsters and stuff
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Ted, who's the guy that made
Yep.
his proton pack.
Does this officially make Greg Miller a Ghostbuster?
I mean, he's damn. I think he's as close as you can get without being in a movie.
This is really, go over to his Instagram stories. I want to see what the full thing is here.
Nah, fuck him. You know what I mean?
No, I
You
want
just
to see
teach
it.
people how to follow you on Instagram instead.
But people already follow me on Instagram, Nick_Scarpino.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
A bunch of white
Stay
dreams come true.
tuned.
Stay tuned. Ooh, building the drama here. 20 hours in LA before SDCC.
I'm a Ghostbuster, like for real. In an official Ghostbusters video, new post has deets.
That's
Oh, man.
so cool.
That's so cool.
The picture before
That's on
in the
Sony's
story
backlot, right?
was Greg looking the most like an 8-year-old
Oh, God,
child
go back to it.
excitement
He's so
than
excited.
I've ever seen.
Well, it's cool they gave him the gloves too. He's got like the.
Is it slowly panning in, or am I losing my shit? No, it's slowly panning in, right?
Yeah, apparently it's slowly panning in.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that it did that.
I didn't know it did that. It is freaking me the fuck out.
Yeah, I thought I was just delusional.
I thought I was having a stroke.
It's like all of those like weird like photo montages that your mom puts together for
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
or the ones that Facebook puts together without asking you, and you're like, "Fuck you, Facebook, you don't know me."
Also, how did you know all of these people in this picture without me tagging them?
Sadly, I never post on Facebook, so it's always just the same like 5 pictures over and over again. This
From
is so
7
cool. I'm
years
so
ago.
excited for Greg, and I'm so excited to see how this commercial turns out.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it for again, though?
It is for.
Can we say?
What's it say?
I don't think it says what it's for.
We'll read his post. Let's say
It
it
says,
says
no way to overstate how crazy life is. I've been cast in a Ghostbusters World video.
Ghostbusters World, I think, is the
What's Ghostbusters
name of the
World?
thing.
That's a great question. Today I'm on the Sony Pictures lot at Ghost Corps, HQ for the Ghostbusters franchise, in my full uniform, wearing a proton pack and shooting with the Ecto-1. This isn't a cameo. I'm the Ghostbuster in the project. I'm struggling to put into words what it's like to not only finally be here, parentheses, a month ago. I was jealous of Shu and Herman's photo with the Ecto-1 on the lot. But to be here in a professional capacity, wow, yes, you literally make my wildest dreams come true by supporting Kinda Funny. Thank you. I can't say it enough. Heart, parentheses, BT dubs. My stories are going to be packed with stuff from the shoot.
Such a baby, you know what I mean? Like, oh.
No, he loves it.
No,
How's he a baby?
I'm
It's
joking.
so cool. That's so cool.
It's the like dumb Go game.
Oh, this is the
Yeah.
Pokemon Go, but ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
How is Cool Greg not obsessed with this yet?
I'm
It's
sure
not
he
out
will
yet.
be. I'm
Right?
sure he will be.
Why is it so fucking loud?
I'm pretty sure this isn't out yet, and that's why. Because I feel like if it was out, Greg Miller would be playing this every day.
I'm excited to see how this turns out.
Oh, I
for
meant
Greg.
Cool Greg. Sorry. I feel like
No,
Cool
I
Greg
know,
would also
but-
be-
I'm sure Greg Miller will be playing this too. Man, Ghostbusters is great.
Oh man, it's dumb how excited that like made me.
Yeah, it's not out yet.
It shouldn't have. But it's.
Can we also get Cool Greg a Ghostbusters outfit?
Yeah.
And can we
Can
just
it say
send them
cool,
out?
cool Greg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey,
And then
this
can we just
offend-
send them out on adventures and have them be buddy cop
It's
Ghostbusters?
a little
Yeah.
offensive to me, because I have put on a Ghostbuster outfit and done stuff with Miller on air.
But you just said,
Before.
how is Cool Greg not obsessed with this game yet?
Well, yeah, he liked this game.
So that's why we.
I'm gonna put it out there.
Miller.
Now, I love that 4 is the perfect number for Ghostbusters, as we've proven with all 3 Ghostbusters films. Well, 1 Ghostbusters film. I think we should all be
The second one's
Ghostbusters.
not bad.
I think yours should say Joester.
Okay.
Kevin's will say Kevin. Mine will say Cheeto Fingers. Andy's will say Nitro Rifle. Tim won't want to play. He'll just go over to the back room. He won't be a part of this.
Oh man,
And then Cool Greg will say Cool Greg. It'll be cool.
his Ghostbuster
that's
outfit would just be
6
sitting
of
on his
us.
chair for like 6 months. Tim.
Or
Tim's. Oh yeah,
does-
it'll be or like sitting
or
in a
is Tim
bag
just
on
Janine?
top of the printer because that's where he puts all of his stuff now.
do we make Tim Janine?
Tim could be
I don't
Janine,
think I don't just.
and we could change the character to not giving a fuck. And I think that was actually kind of Janine.
I was like, I think that's what they
Yeah,
were
that
going
kind of
for.
works. That's perfect. Well, congratulations to Greg. I'm super excited about this. He walked me through what this was, and of course, in perfect Nick world, I was like, I know it's a Ghostbusters game. I know it's kind of mobile, but I don't know what it's called. I don't understand. And he's like, I get to be Ghostbusters. I'm super excited. Ha! And then he left, and I was like, Greg's got so many things going on in his life, it's impossible to keep up.
It is.
It's impossible. But everybody send at Greg Miller. No, at Game Over Greggy, not Greg Miller. Yeah, actually, you know what? Fuck it. Send at Greg Miller as well some sweet, nasty love. Wish him a good day and hope he's having a great time.
Greg.
Of course, I'm going to rejoin Greg in San Diego later tonight when Tim and I go for Comic-Con. It's going to be fun. Of course, stay tuned for all those things. Kevin, can you bring up the SDCC post?
Oh, sorry.
Might as well go through that right now. I've talked about Comic-Con 5 times. I did not reorder these properly. This is what I always do. I always screw myself over. Because I come out of
You wanna
housekeeping
go.
wanting to talk about the last thing, and then I screw up. Of course, if you guys want to see all the fun things we're doing at San Diego Comic-Con, go to kindafunny.com/SDCC. That's right, we have a cool website, and we finally figured out we should make it work. It's this week. Greg is hosting the Marvel Games Hall H panel Thursday. We're all hosting Rocket League's third birthday party Thursday at Petco Park. And guess what? You can get in. It's free. You don't need a badge at all. So if you're in the San Diego area, please come down and say hi to us there. Kinda Funny streaming with Skybound Friday morning. Greg's hosting the Pool Panic World Championship from the Adult Swim State Park Friday night. And finally, there's a sold-out Skybound meet and greet on Saturday. And I love that we're just rubbing that in people's faces. You can come,
But you can't.
but you
you
can't
could have
get
come, but
but it's sold out. That's all the fun stuff happening there.
packed weekend, man.
Oh, I'm excited about it.
What happened to the other ad?
We changed it.
The one
It
with
was
Greg's
so
face.
Funny.
Yeah, but it doesn't make us money.
I like to think.
You see what I'm saying? It just feeds Greg's ego. Besides, I
I
had
need
fun.
more Instagram followers now.
Besides, I had fun making that art. What do you think?
It actually looks really good,
It looks very Saved by
but
the
it
Bell.
also looks very prom-like.
Yeah, that's why I like it though, because I like that splash of color up there.
I do too. You nailed
This
it.
is fun
aesthetic.
for me.
Good job. This
Thanks,
looks
man.
good. You
Let's
don't have to
never
ask-
let Greg access the website ever again.
I mean, you gave.
This
him
is your
the-
fault. You're the one that gave him the login.
You know, the thing is this, if I give him the login, then he'll just do all sorts of cool posts, and it will help the company.
Okay.
If I don't, then you have to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He nailed it, dude. He's right.
Would you rather you do it?
Talk about party mode.
No. Well, sometimes. I usually go in and fix stuff anyways.
Fair point.
Talk about party mode.
Cool. Kevin, bring this up. Newest party mode is live right now. Kindoffunny.com. No. YouTube.com/kindoffunnygames. Me, Greg, Andy, and Tim played, that's right, Rocket League. We're having all Rocket League month leading into SDCC. And by month, I mean we played one last week. And we've got another one. And here's the thing about this. We had to re-record this because we had some technical issues. And I want everyone to know I played a lot better on the second one than I did on this one. But freaking Andy and Tim were like, no, we should use this one. Why? What do you think?
You have to
Because they had a
find
good
out.
showing. Because they had a good showing.
I watched this last night because I
Yeah.
hadn't seen it yet.
What'd you think?
Very funny. There was a lot. There's a lot going on in this.
We
There's
are
so many things.
the LaCroix boys.
The
And I'll tell
LaCroix
you right now,
boys.
if I wish we were at a point where we could actually continue all these stupid jokes, but we just forget about them.
Yeah,
But
it's
just,
a thing.
Like,
It
just
happens.
don't.
What do you mean?
I also like that you're the LaCroix
keep it
boys, but
going.
Tim is the only one wearing an actual LaCroix
Yeah.
shirt.
What's even better is that didn't occur to us until we started filming. And I was like, oh, Tim's actually wearing a LaCroix shirt, which is freaking hilarious. Shout out to Rocket League, though, man. I will say this. We played Rocket League back in the day when Dunham brought it over.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a cool game. Never played it again. Played it last week, and I was like, why do we not play this game more? Turns out, really fun game.
Yeah.
Really, really fun.
Fast and Furious Soccer.
Do you have it on your Switch?
Yeah, I downloaded it. So we should play it.
100%. I really
I like,
want to.
Does Andy have that cool pink and blue car? Because it's really cool.
No, Andy does. We had the DMCs, the DeLoreans. Me and the LaCroix boys only drive DeLoreans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obvi.
Wow.
Andy and Tim
that's a
had the
thing.
other one. So go over and watch that. It's really, really fun. And I think at some point we're going to put up the alternate cut.
I think
Of
that's
it?
a Patreon exclusive.
Is that going to be a Patreon exclusive?
Really?
Yeah.
There's also like they put, after the standard game that you guys played, there's also like a post-credit game.
Oh, that might be that.
It was
Cool.
like a, yeah.
Is that
That
the
might
one
be.
where my
Yeah.
wife logged into my PS4?
Yes, it's that one.
God bless it. One day I'll understand how technology works. Lexi Gunner brings up a very good point. Says Rocket League is great while drinking. I
Man,
can't
that's-
imagine it's not great while drinking.
That's way too much coordination.
Oh, man. Who cares?
Oh man, I'm very excited for this first story, Nick.
Me too. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the first story, of course, if you guys want to tip us at the $5 above level, both Joey and myself will read those tips in synchronicity. We will read them together, and it will be perfectly synced.
Please attempt that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We
Because
have to
guess
read them
what?
in sync?
There's like, yeah,
Okay.
cool.
You don't have to. I think it's a choice.
Nothing.
Is
nothing.
it a choice or
We
is it
don't
kind of like
have to do
the-
anything.
Yeah,
Open
you
door
guys are, I'm
bathroom
just saying, you guys are
policy.
making the choice. No, that's
So is it a policy then?
no.
Policy is a loose word for the open door bathroom policy. It's more of a freedom that we enjoy here in this office. Do you see what I'm saying?
Really
Yeah.
don't like it and are happy that we are fully instituting the closed door mandatory rule.
Listen,
Closed door
First off-
mandatory
Mandate
rule.
at that point, right?
First off-
Excellent, yeah, mandate. From
First
the
off-
top. It came from the top. It came from the we can't stop it.
we have not voted on any of these issues. The internal Kind of Funny Senate has not voted on any of these issues. And Greg Miller, as the president of this company, has not vetoed any of these issues. So I'm just saying, they're still
Is he
on
the
the ballot.
president? Is he the president?
I think
Is the
so.
CEO the same as president? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, we'll call him the president.
I mean, why not just call yourself the president? You could have been like, you could have just given yourself that right
He
It's not
there.
a
brings up a really good point.
responsibility.
It's too late. It's
The
too
thing
late.
is
We
this,
gave it to the
because
champ.
if I call myself the president and push it through, when the inevitable lawsuit comes, my name will be top on the list.
Yeah.
See, if I put it on Greg, he has to deal with all the paperwork. Now, good question, Joey. Isn't Greg just going to make me do it? Yeah, 100%. But at least some of the liability will be pushed on his shoulders.
Yeah. Are
as a
you
Ghostbuster.
responsible for curating and maintaining the Kind of Funny bylaws? Does that fall under your jurisdiction?
Yeah, I actually am. Weirdly enough.
Man,
Weirdly
that's
enough.
a lot.
So as part of the bylaws, and I'm having this written into our official corporate bylaws,
Mm-hmm.
the open mouth policy, when it gets passed, will be on there. Open mouth kiss policy.
What's scary is that you actually write the bylaws. Like the company has bylaws, and you're the one that writes them.
It's true.
Like
So
it's
he could
just-
sneak these in and no one would ever know. Because nobody
We would,
looks
we
at
would,
them
we
on
would
a
all have to vote on them.
basis.
We would all have to vote on them. And by all, I
When
mean
was the
legally,
last
it
time you
doesn't.
guys voted on bylaws?
It was when we formed the company. One, there was no real vote. It's just kind of they just put them down there. We're all like, yeah, that's good, because their bylaws isn't like they're just very corporate boilerplate. Long story short, though, if I put these in, everyone has to vote.
Got it.
This can't just be like a hey board of directors style thing. I need everyone to vote. Why? Great question, Joey. Great question. Because then again, if you vote
Can't sue.
yes, then you can't sue.
Can't sue. He's right.
But what if I
Yes.
vote no and it still gets passed
Why
through?
would you vote no?
I'm just
Again,
I'm asking
why would you vote
hypotheticals.
no?
Joey,
I'm just asking
to this
hypotheticals.
policy.
I would like to know what my options are.
Joey, just
Your
so you
options
know-
are yes, no, or abstain. But if you abstain, that is a vote for yes. I just want you to know that. That's you saying I don't care, and then later if you come and sue us, or if Kevin sues us and you both abstain, maybe you weren't here the day of the vote. Maybe I didn't tell you by accident. But that's an abstination.
So if I didn't, so I just abstain by default.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joey,
And if I vote no,
Joey, as far as I know, and again, I mostly studied bird law. All
Yeah.
of this is in fact legally binding.
okay.
Now, Kevin, as our legal team, HR team, and official science team, has weighed in on this. So we are all in a great place right now about the open door pee policy.
Which one
Again,
do you feel more
not
strongly
an open door
about?
poop policy. Definitely the open door pee policy.
More than the open mouth kiss policy?
Yeah, I'm not so wound up on the open mouth. The open mouth kiss policy is like when you submit a movie to the MPA.
That's like the entry level.
And you're like, we want a rated R movie, so let's submit like all sorts of crazy shit we know they're gonna cut out of it, so that we can get the stuff we really want in it. You guys can slaughter the open mouth kiss policy. I don't care about that. It's the open door pee policy that I think I
You
really
went
want
for
to drive
shock value out the door.
Yeah, shock value is like, whoa,
And
this
then-
is crazy. In this political climate, why would you even be making this joke still, Nick? Right? And then, so I go,
doubling down,
cool.
though.
You're absolutely right. And then
I'll tone
I
it
get,
down.
I'll tone it down. Let me just crack the door open occasionally and talk to Kevin while I'm peeing.
No.
And
you
then
can't
by
do that.
comparison, it seems way more tame.
Oh, yeah, it's
than
way
if you
more
were just
tame.
going to throw that out there in the first place.
Now, it's surprising to me that I am not the one to keep propagating this joke. I want you to know you guys brought this up today, not me.
Nick, today when you were in the bathroom, you kept shouting, if we had an open door policy, you could hear me. But I could hear you.
But you could hear me better. You can't hear the nuance in my voice. Do you see what I'm saying?
But
You
I
hear a
can't.
muffled me, and that's not my power. My power is in my voice, okay? I'm not an especially tall man, Kevin. Okay?
I have noticed this. You are
I'm not an
5'7".
especially tall man. But what I do have the power to do is open my mouth and things come out of it.
Too far.
So that's important. I didn't say things go into it.
No, too far.
I didn't say that, things don't go down my
out
throat.
of it.
They come out of it.
True.
Joey, don't look at him when he's doing stuff like that. Don't
No,
look at
I'm
him. Don't
looking,
make eye
Did
I'm
we
contact.
looking
already-
in your general direction.
Did we already roll the news graphic?
No.
Let's do one more. Let's go for it. Let's get into it. Top in the news, and let me tell you, ladies. Oh,
Whoa,
no.
whoa.
Oh no.
Disregard.
It's
disregard.
too sexy. There's a giant shirtless Jeff Goldblum statue that has been erected in London.
I'm gonna put this guy right here.
Please,
I
just-
don't know if I have to, but like, there it is.
I think you
You want it to
absolutely
censor
do.
it?
Oh, to censor it for
Yeah.
whatever.
For Twitch standards?
No,
Whatever,
I-
Twitch, you
I-
fucking prudes.
I know.
You know,
Stop.
why don't you get on the Mayflower and go over back to another country and fucking start a puritanical
Too
society
far,
over there?
Nick.
So
Okay?
here's the
Twitch.
thing.
Jesus Christ, it's an anatomical portion of my body. I can't show a nipple. You know,
You
Correct.
can.
if I had a kid, they could feed off this nipple.
They can't. The
I
ducks
don't
aren't
think that's how it
there.
works.
Do you see what I'm saying? If I had a child, I could feed the child with this nipple. And Twitch, you're fucking, exactly. You know what I'm saying? This story reads, Jurassic Park is getting a Jurassic-size tribute with a 25-foot statue of actor Jeff Goldblum's torso placed in front of the Tower Bridge in London on July 18th. That's today. UK streaming service Now TV celebrates the 25th anniversary of the movie by paying homage to the film's most memed moment. Goldblum's mathematician character, Dr. Ian Malcolm, with his shirtless, unbuttoned, looking sultry even after a Tyrannosaurus Rex attack. The giant statue of Goldblum stands at over 9.8 feet. That's 3 meters high, at nearly 20 feet, 7 meters long,
Oh, man.
and weighs in at 331 pounds. And they keep doing the kilo. Who cares? The impressive statue took over 6 weeks and 250 painstaking hours to make. And let me tell you, they didn't say it here, well worth every second of people's time.
Is it? He looks like a zombie version of himself.
Maybe it's just the angle.
The thing is this.
No, the color is weird. Why is he like a pale green?
Well, they did it. It's an
not
artist
green.
interpretation of it.
You don't think
Kevin.
that's green? You wouldn't call that green?
He's a little
No.
jaundiced.
This is like puke green.
I don't know that Kevin
It
knows
doesn't.
what green looks like.
Kevin, can we pull up the actual picture of Dr. Ian Malcolm shirtless, which was hilarious? And after watching that movie again, there's no reason for him to be shirtless, but he just is.
I mean, it was hot.
But did you? There was some article or interview saying that like that wasn't scripted and he just did that and they couldn't get him to put his shirt back on.
Kevin, please Google. Kevin, please Google Jeff Goldblum shirtless Jurassic Park. Can we get A/B test this? Could we get it? There it is.
Look at that. That's a beautiful natural.
Why was he
skin color.
shirtless? God damn, he's got a great chest though. He was jacked. He had good.
I mean, it was hot.
Oh, he's sick.
My mouse stopped working. Hold on.
He was sexy. That's fine, dude. If it stops on this, we're good.
So yeah, there is.
I will say they did it.
This is the real life. That's the statue.
Yeah, now they
Did
didn't
they fuck up
manage.
the hair? Did they fuck up the hair?
Yeah,
royally?
they fucked up the hair a little
Look at
bit.
that.
Well,
That
also
looks-
his chest is not as cut. He's a little doughy in this one. Go back to the other one. Let's A/B test this. This one, he's got more definition in his abs, near the sternum area, and in his pectoral muscles. Go back to the statue, please. There's no definition in his pec.
None.
They just did a terrible job with this. He looks
They did an
like
awful
he
job.
looks like a balloon version of himself.
How
they
long
didn't,
did-
they
Yeah.
didn't manage to capture the searing sex appeal that Jeff Goldblum
But
had.
is
in
that
scene.
even humanly possible?
Of course.
I
it is.
think no, but I think if these artists were like, let's put it this way, and I'm not saying this is an America versus UK thing. I'm not going to try to boil this down to America versus UK. I love the UK. They are our brothers across the pond. Having said that, clearly our artists are better here. Jeff Goldblum, an American, he's our artist. Look what he does. He gives us this.
Yeah.
UK tries to do their weird rendition of that. We get Oi Governor, fish and chips. It doesn't work. Okay. Long story short, leave it to America, UK. Okay.
Can
Just
we
leave it to
get
us.
an installation like this here in San Francisco?
Well, the only one that I can think of is when we did the Rocky statue in Philadelphia, and it just almost spot on because we're better.
Yeah.
But I will say this: if there was, I love that fucking meme so
love
much.
it so much
I love
too.
it so much.
so much.
I also like when they remix his laugh from the helicopter.
Bum 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 bum. Jurassic
Is this what you're
Park's
talking about,
up
Joey?
now.
Wait, did you see the second one?
Fallen Kingdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a review on it.
What did you? I
It's
didn't
not
watch
good.
it. You didn't like? I liked it more than Jurassic World.
Some people do.
I thought it was more fun.
It's different. It's
Tried to
darker.
be less serious.
I like Jurassic World because I think it was just a remake of Jurassic Park with Chris Pratt, and I was like, that's cool. And it was bigger and bolder and crazier.
Wait. I'm sorry. What? You think it's a remake of Jurassic Park?
The first one, in so much as it's very similar to like The Force Awakens versus
format-wise.
A New Hope, where it's pretty much the exact same movie. They've got a park. They think everything's going to go well. People are there. It doesn't go well. Somebody, because of human greed, decided to go one step too far and make the ultimate
Is that
fucking
person
monster.
usually the same guy from the first movie? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the same guy, except this time he's a different guy, but same billionaire,
Yeah.
same bravado, thinks he can fly a helicopter. Spoilers, he can't really fly a helicopter that well. And then he dies, and everything just goes just bad.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If Jurassic World was a thing,
Yeah.
like
100%
in real life
would go to it.
with the movies and everything, would you go knowing the possibility of what could happen?
The thing is, if I've said this before, I'll say it again.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, for the movie, you got to have the T-Rex. If Jurassic Park were a thing, there's no way they would make carnivores. Why would they?
No,
that's
dude, that's
stupid.
What people like,
But that's like
though.
that's what gets the people going. That's what brings
You're
them
gonna
in.
tell me if I said to you right now at the zoo, there was a what are the ones
There's
with the big long
carnivores?
necks? The big long necks. that
Brontosaurus.
Brontosaurus. You're gonna tell me you're like, I don't want to see that. If I said there was
No,
a
I do.
Stegosaurus,
I wanna
you're
see
gonna
all
say
the
I don't want to
dinosaurs.
see a Stegosaurus. If I was to tell you that there was just a mini version, just a tiny little like they make the mini pigs version of a Triceratops that kids could ride, like they had in Jurassic World.
Yeah, I want all of these things. But
That's what I'm
here's-
saying. That would drive enough ticket sales for the next 20 years.
But here's my
Then
argument.
when revenue's down, you go, fuck, we got to get desperate. Let's do the Tyrannosaurus Rex. But you genetically engineer him so he's just a pud.
bitch.
Just a pud.
But
And then when you, he's just kind of dumb.
I don't know that you can. So with that,
You just
thinking-
breed him with himself over and over again until he
But
just
that- we
literally
haven't
can't
done that
figure
yet with
out
zoo
how a tree
animals.
works.
Like that one, whatever large
Joey-
cat escaped from the zoo and killed like a bunch of like.
Well, this
llamas
is what
and
I'm
shit.
saying. Yeah, the zoo animals, and guess what? Yeah, they escape occasionally, and you know what they do? They do what fucking carnivores do, and they hunt people down.
Yeah.
And let me tell you this right now.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't go if there were predators there. And here's
Wouldn't
why.
go if
No.
we were all like Nick. We want to go to Jurassic Park.
If, well, see, it's a complex issue. If other people paid for it, maybe I'd go. But I'll say this, I wouldn't go because there's always going to be that one dipshit kid who starts throwing shit at the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm not going to point any fingers. I'm not going to point any fingers. You feel free to point fingers. Point fingers. Who's it going to be? Who's it gonna be?
If anybody was going to aggravate an animal in a
No,
cage,
you guys don't know me at all. You guys fucking suck. I hate you. I would never disrespect a wild animal like that. I don't believe in it. I've said many times when the tiger got out in San Francisco and attacked the dude that was throwing rocks at him, that dude was dumb and got what he deserved.
I'll tell you one thing right now. Tiger should have been given an award for that because he is helping to take stupid people,
Nick, you're going too
stupid
far.
people's
Nick,
genes
I'm trying
out of
to
the
stop
gene pool.
you before you go too far.
Hey, let's throw it at the big fucking killing machine. Oh no, the killing machine can jump. Look, turns out when you piss it off, it's got beast-like strength and can jump out of this stupid cage and kill me. And people are like, now we got to kill the tiger. And I'm like, why? Give the tiger an
the
award.
tiger's just doing what the tiger does by instinct.
My thing is
Right?
this. Here's my real feeling on it. Obviously, loss of life, sad. Put that aside for the joke now. Now I'm joking.
Okay.
If you built the cage, if man built the cage to keep the tiger in, and tiger figures out how to get out of the cage, all's fair that ends well. You know what I mean?
No.
Tiger gets out of the cage, kill one guy,
I
jumps
know
back in the
that you-
cage, you leave the tiger in the cage. That's all I'm saying. Don't throw shit at a tiger. You piss it off. I'm
not arguing with that.
Kevin, Google how much does a tiger weigh?
Oh, it's like 700 pounds.
700-pound giant killing machine is what these things are.
Yeah.
You see it in the wild, and guess what? It's gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
It doesn't care. And you can't blame it for doing what it naturally does.
All right. So 200 to 670 pounds, which is a really wide range. So I'm going to put it at 700 pounds.
We'll say it's 600 pounds. A 600-pound killing machine with sharp teeth and razor-sharp claws.
That's a male, by the way.
Now let me put it to you this way.
Yeah.
That's scary, right?
Yeah.
What if it
But
were?
I still go visit them at the zoo.
What if it were a 30-foot tall tiger?
I would still probably go visit it at the zoo.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
I know
Good luck
that
with
I'm
that.
one of the dumb kids.
I'll tell
I'm
you
one
right
of those
now,
dumb
because
ones
this is
that
the
would
other
go.
thing. They have the
I don't
electrified
think
fence.
it's
You really think
dumb.
that's going to keep one T-Rex out? Also, how do they keep the T-Rex from not killing everything around it?
A lot of electricity.
They're separated. They have the T-Rex space.
You don't put tigers in the same thing as lions.
Yeah,
you
Nick,
you
come
separate
on.
them out. It's
In
the same thing.
in the African safari, they're all together. You see what I'm saying? When
Well,
you
yeah,
go
that's
out on
in
a
nature,
safari, you
and it
see 'em.
regulates
You
itself.
see a rhino, you see some tigers. They're all just chilling, having
But they're
having a cup
also
of tea
not in
together.
a zoo, like in
All
a
I'm saying is
confined,
this:
small, tiny
I would
space.
mark my words. When they make Jurassic Park, because I'm sure they're trying to figure out how to make that.
Yeah.
I'm sure Paramount or Warner, I think it's Warner, Universal.
Maybe that's.
They're all
Elon
trying to figure out how to
Musk's
actually
move.
do it. I'm sure it is. When he's not calling people pedos.
That seemed like that came out of nowhere. Is the guy known
he really
as a
just
pedo?
he got
or-
pissed.
No,
No,
I
he was
know
calling
he
him a
got
pedo because he was a white dude in Thailand.
Yeah, I mean,
Unfounded, and he apologized. But to be fair, that guy shouldn't have talked shit because we have a policy in this country. And apparently that guy who's not from this country doesn't understand it. You talk shit, you get shot.
It is a
Okay.
countrywide policy.
Elon Musk says, hey, I got this fucking cool submarine I could use. The guy's like, you're a fucking idiot. The submarine's not going to fit in here. And this is a PR stunt. And go fuck yourself. And Elon Musk, instead of being like, I'm a billionaire and my ego is unshatterable because I'm a billionaire and I fucking bore tunnels under and shoot people to space and all this stuff, decided to let his ego be bruised and fuck the guy over. Like, just mess with the guy and call him a pedo. And it's a bad look when it is the white guy in Thailand because there is that like
There's a lot of
stigma of white guys go to Thailand to take
Yeah.
advantage of the Thai people. But you can't be calling people pedos.
Yeah, that's not.
You can't be
it's
going
not
around
a
calling
great
people
look.
pedos. You know?
funny.
I have
though.
another question.
I laughed my ass off, but I also knew that Elon Musk was wrong and needed to apologize. And true to form, he apologized and said, that was my bad. I shouldn't have called him a pedo. That was unfounded. But you better believe Elon Musk is probably trying to find some dirt on this motherfucker right now. Because if this guy at all came close to being a pedo, Elon Musk is going to call him out.
If we,
Oh, like, I fucked that guy, because the guy was like, this guy's a piece of shit. Like, he was talking shit to Elon Musk. And Elon
I
Musk
don't
is
know
like,
enough about
fuck
this
you.
story to really weigh in, other than you shouldn't call people.
Evidently, the guy was like,
Who is the guy though?
The guy is
was it just some
a,
like internet random?
No,
or
he
was
is
it
a guy
somebody
who
that had
was-
like actual knowledge?
he was the guy
of
that was
situation?
integral in saving the people, the kids
Oh,
from the
got
cave.
it.
So he was a guy that was brought in and was like, I'm going to show you guys how to get these kids out of this cave. He was one of the leaders of the people, of the team
the
that was
rescue
trying to
group.
rescue
Got it.
these people.
Okay.
Elon Musk said, we're going to send the sub, we're going to come help you. And the guy was like, he showed up for like a day and they kicked him out. They were like, we don't need you here. Elon Musk is like, bullshit, I was there the entire time and this thing would have worked. And to prove that it would have worked, I'm now going to send the fucking submarine to the cave and have it navigate over to there. Basically, it's my ego's bigger than your ego, let's fight, which
a
is
giant
ridiculous. The
ego
good news
swinging
is they saved all the
contest.
kids and everyone's safe,
Well,
which is
except
great.
for the one guy.
Well,
Rest in peace.
RIP. But they got people out of the cave.
Why do you have to bring us down like that?
I know, Joey. Why can't?
Because heroes should be remembered, Kevin.
I'm not saying let's forget him. I'm just saying like you brought us down, and I'll never.
I also
forgive you for
regret
that.
bringing up Elon Musk in case anybody's.
Big Snake 69 says clearly these men need to get in an open door bathroom and shoot the shit. It's true. I'll tell you one thing right now. Doors
hate this.
are meant to close each other, like us off from each other. Do you see what I'm saying? They are a physical embodiment of the metaphysical and like our spiritual selves. And when you close them off, we are closing ourselves off from each other.
Yeah.
I say
But sometimes that's a good thing.
we go military, where the next office we have, big bathroom, no dividers whatsoever, no stalls. Everyone just poops in front of each other so we can all talk.
Do we need to talk about things that urgently that we can't take like a few moments?
Question
I'm
for
not
our
gonna
legal
lie.
team.
Or
Question for our legal team,
is
Kevin.
this just a move for Nick to be able to work out of the bathroom and claim steak?
Holy shit.
I didn't even think about that. That's even better. That makes me want it more. God, the Elon Musk stuff is hilarious, though.
He's so interesting. I do want
Ballsy to this,
explain-
ballsy to the guy for like talking shit though. Because I'll tell you one thing right now. If Elon Musk wanted to destroy you, he totally could.
Yeah.
You know, there's that the spaceman.
Oh,
I was listening to Duncan Trussell talk about this. Joe, you familiar with Duncan Trussell at all?
I'm not.
He's a comedian. He's hilarious, and he was talking about how there's a theory that the person in the spacesuit in the
the
Tesla
car? Yeah.
was one of Elon Musk's enemies.
I would
And he
not
just-
even remotely be surprised by that.
Isn't that terrifying?
Or
And like he's like, could you imagine like the camera's on you, you can't move, but you look like he said. Duncan Trussell's like, imagine if you got shot into space and you wake up and there's just a sign on the dashboard that says "Stay calm," and you just have to keep going. And there's like saline solutions and stuff enough to keep you alive for a few months, and you just get shot out into space.
It's
terrible.
solution and stuff to keep you alive.
You know what I mean? Like an IV, just something that would drip a little bit of nutrients to you to
enough
keep you alive.
nourishment to keep you alive.
It's terrifying. That's the most terrifying
Like
thing.
Isn't that
bare
terrifying?
basic functioning.
If he did that, that would be the most gangster shit ever.
But Nick,
That's some
He could do
crazy
it, Kevin.
shit.
but he didn't do it.
He could do it
This
though.
is like the Hillary murder thing. It didn't happen.
We'll never know.
No.
We will never know.
Now we're pretty positive.
What if Elon Musk himself was the astronaut man, and the Elon Musk that's on Earth right now
Clone.
is a simulation?
Is it
Or not a
li-
simulation?
What do
but
they call it? Life body clones? No.
Yeah.
What do they call it in Marvel? In that stupid show.
Whatever
that
that is.
I never got there, so.
It's
He's AI essentially.
he's AI. I think that'd be cool.
LMC. Is it LMC?
Because I feel like
it's
he's been a little bit more outspoken,
LMD.
a little bit more out
Life
there
model decoy, LMD.
Got it. I nailed it.
since all of that stuff started happening.
No, what I feel like is he's
Or is it
understand.
just more-
He realizes that he's got the overwhelming support of a lot of people, and we want to see him innovate and do cool stuff. And
I want
occasionally
a
he's going to
blowtorch
misstep.
thing.
Occasionally he's going to misstep and call you a pedo. But is one man's maybe not pedophilia exposing that,
I
or
don't
maybe
I don't like where we're going.
that guy's suing the shit out of him, by the way.
Oh, is he
his-
really?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's
Defamation
probably gonna.
character?
Oh my god, if a billionaire called you a pedophile, you're not gonna sue that guy for defamation of character. I'd be like, you owe me $1 million.
But it's
dude.
not defamation if it's not like printed as like a fact, right?
He tweeted it.
Yeah, but like you can tweet whatever you want right now.
Yeah,
with
but
the
I
exception
don't
of,
think-
like, I'm gonna kill the president.
I don't. Well, don't say that. We're gonna get
No,
all
I'm
of it.
saying you can't say that.
I-
I'm saying
I
you
don't know how it
can't
works.
say-
I do know that
No,
you
I
are
know how it
opening up
works.
yourself for a lawsuit. If I were just to accuse you of something publicly, that's slander.
Yeah.
So libel is if I printed it.
Yeah, I think there's more rules. Like it's not just like tweeting it out.
You know how this goes, though.
You're
Billionaire.
gonna find some lawyer who's
But I'm
gonna
Some
saying-
take
lawyers
on
like
this
we're
case.
gonna
Is-
do this
is
because
there-
he'll settle out of court
Is
for $1
there-
million.
Is there a story of him like trying to sue?
The guy said he was asked by a news outlet, "Do you think you're going to take legal action?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, I probably will." Now, whether or not he will, I'm sure. Look, if this guy's a man, then, you know, if he's a good human, he will accept Elon's apology and realize that everyone came together to do a good thing, and they'll move on. If he lets his ego get the best of him and wants
what if
money,
he doesn't think that Elon tried to do a good thing and it was just a publicity stunt?
well,
Do you think if
that's
he-
on him.
Do you think if he went to Thailand to do fucking bad shit right now, he's just sitting there terrified? Then
If that guy's ever done one bad thing in Thailand, and by bad thing I mean let's be clear,
fuck
like
kids.
yeah, decided to take advantage of any of the people you can take advantage of in Thailand as a wealthier white person, yeah, I would maybe just back off. They're like, you know what? Let's just go my separate way. But I don't think that's the case. I think this guy's a genuinely good guy. I think Elon Musk just got a little ahead of himself and decided to insult this person. And he's in the wrong. And he apologized, and they need to settle this. What I'd love to see is these two guys get together and talk about how they could have solved all of these issues verbally instead of, like getting together and actually talk through this stuff. And also commiserate on how they ended up hopefully both helping to do a good thing, which is save some people's lives. But instead of doing that, this is just going to be a pissing contest. Whatever.
Still not really sure how Elon Musk helped anything in this.
He didn't.
He did not.
Yeah, he wasn't able.
But he
wasn't
wanted
able
to.
help, yeah.
He was like, I'm going to send a submarine. And they were like, no, we're just going to send divers in and get these people out. I think the Navy SEALs ended up helping more than anyone else.
Yeah.
But the guy that he called the pedo was like
Thai SEAL.
Was he a Thai SEAL? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's a sad situation.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Are you excited? Is anyone excited about Overlord?
I don't know what it is.
I don't either.
It's the new Bad Robot movie.
Oh,
I saw the
then
trailer
yes.
this morning.
Oh,
It
wait.
looked pretty cool.
Is it in the universe of?
It may or may not be.
Is it connected to Lost?
It may or may not be. No, I think it's in the
Cloverfield?
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield
Oh, then yes, I am excited.
Do you want to watch this trailer? Chat, let me know if you want to watch this trailer because it's got an AC/DC song that may get us claimed.
We'll probably get us claimed.
But it's a dope trailer. You know
I
what?
would like to watch it.
Yeah, CRS_1 says it's supposedly in the Cloverfield universe. Remember how they were saying they were going back to World War II?
Oh.
And this is the one about the soldiers that get like on D-Day, find some crazy shit.
This is one of the potential alternate timelines.
Right.
I didn't know that it officially had a name.
It does. It's called Overlord. Let's watch it.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Three months ago, I was cutting grass in my front yard. And the mailman shows up with a letter from the army. Now I'm here. No idea where I'm gonna end up.
Welcome to France.
What happened here? Some questions don't have good answers. There's a lot of soldiers out there. There's only four of us. Find out what's inside that compound.
Come on, son.
I am.
Everything about AC/DC makes everything better.
What is this? 1,000-year army. These 1,000-year soldiers. What's behind that wall? What do you do with those people?
Don't look at it. Come on, dude.
Look at it.
Gonna lose his eyeball.
I've been given a purpose.
Sign me up, dude.
Yeah. I'm in. I want to give
Even
a
if
couple.
it's not in the Cloverfield universe, I'm still in.
I think it
Oh,
is.
I believe it is as well.
I'm pretty sure it is. Secondly, I do want to give a shout out to Euron Greyjoy, who was the Nazi scientist in this. I love that actor, whose name I cannot pronounce. Pilo Asbake.
Kilo ass.
And if you are in
Asbæk?
if you are living currently in Holland or any of those areas and you know how to say that, please tell me how to say it in the chat because I have no idea. He's awesome. He was also really dope as the the sidekick in Ghost in the Shell. Even though I didn't care so much for Ghost in the Shell, I thought it had some flaws, but he's awesome.
I don't know. I never saw Ghost in the Shell.
It's beautifully shot.
That's what the main guy,
Yeah,
the
what's he
blonde
from?
guy, he's in Table 19 with Anna
Oh,
Kendrick.
yeah, how is that?
And
Wyatt
then he
Russell?
was also in Ingrid Goes West,
What's Joaquin Woodbine from?
which I really
know
liked
him.
as well. Dude, I'm super into this.
Who's the
Oh,
main
and he's
character?
the dude from Playtest, Black Mirror.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
He
What
has
is
one of those
Joe
faces where it's like, I know I've
Benedetto
seen you in things, but I don't remember what
Yeah,
exactly you have
yeah.
been in. But I very much like him.
It's
I'm
a good
excited.
cast. This looks
for
cool.
this.
Let me say, this looks
I get
a lot better than
Alien
Paradox.
and Aliens vibes from this.
Oh, well, people were in the chat were saying Wolfenstein. I'm like, yeah,
Oh.
this is dope. This definitely has a Wolfenstein vibe to it. I'm excited about it.
I'm super
The
excited. about
Cloverfield
this.
Paradox, I didn't particularly, it just was a mess. This looks like it's a lot more of a
Cohesive.
cohesive, but also a standalone movie,
Yeah.
or maybe they didn't have to shoehorn in a lot of the Cloverfield stuff into it.
Yeah.
All the Cloverfield stuff that had been shoehorned in, you really felt that it was shoehorned in.
Literally,
Which
they were like,
sucks, 'cause
let's put another
Paradox-
20 minutes on the beginning of this just hiding. Like,
Yeah.
no, that's stupid.
The movie itself, though, was really cool. What a great concept.
Great
I
concept.
liked what it
great
did for
moments.
the Cloverfield universe.
When they find
than
when they open the wall,
Oh, and the girls.
terrifying.
sticking in there with
All
wires.
the stuff with the Scottish dude,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's great.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Love him in Bridesmaids.
He was in IT Crowd, right?
He is an IT crowd. He's
Yeah.
also did a movie that I cannot get through the first 20 minutes of, which is
The
questions about time travelers. Frequently asked questions about time travel.
I don't know that.
originally.
Yeah, it's a movie that I've wanted to watch. It's a great concept, but these guys go into a pub and find like a time traveling, I guess one of the stalls you can time travel through. I'm not getting that wrong.
Interesting.
I can't get through the first 10 minutes of it because it's so low budge.
Where can you watch it?
Frog and Bullfish.
think it's
I will
on,
watch that trailer.
Amazon Prime.
Probably later.
Cool. Kev, bring up this next news story. Just a fun one. Dark Knight, celebrate the Dark Knight's 10th anniversary. It's getting a special 70mm IMAX release. I never saw this in 70mm, so I might actually go
Neither.
see this.
I'm totally down to go see this.
So good, especially the scenes that were shot in IMAX, which includes, I believe, the first scene.
Yeah.
Where the bank robbery scene. So cool.
This wasn't the first movie I ever went to a midnight release for, but it's the first one I remember the theater being like electric.
Oh my God.
People were so excited for this, and like I had never felt energy in a movie theater like that before, and I still don't think I have.
We saw this the year it came out at E3. The last night at E3, a bunch of us at IGN went and got tickets to see this, and the projector broke. And we were like,
sucks.
oh my God, are you, like, it was like, the projector broke like midway through the first scene. And we were like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And they're like, we got it, no worries, all right, we got it back on. And they got it back on, and we watched it. I was like, this is so cool. So it was like literally a half hour longer than it should have been. We didn't
But
care.
it works.
By the time you get to that last scene where he's going up the tunnel into the light, it's fucking dope.
My college roommates drove up from Southern California to Northern California for a week, and this was like the first thing that we did. They got there. We went to the movie theater. We waited in line. I kind of, on some level, missed that because I think it was like a fun activity
Oh, yeah.
for like that and like the Harry Potter movies.
But now you don't wait in line anymore. Now you actually just go sit in the theater.
Yeah.
And everyone.
But it
it's
was more
fun.
of like an experience and like an event at that point.
Right.
You had so much time invested into it. But for convenience sake, I do like just that we show up and we sit in the seats that we
Yeah, it's much
picked.
better. Much better. Let me ask you this question. Are you
Yeah.
watching The Crown?
So here's the thing. I don't really dig British period pieces as a whole. I am excited because once it gets to like this time period, like the more modern stuff, then I think I will dig in.
You should watch The Crown. It's really well done. It's really beautiful. It's more about the characters. It's more about the time. It's such a nuanced,
But that's
beautiful.
That's what I don't like.
but it's not,
How are you so bad at listening?
sorry, it's not, let me back up. It has less to do with the fact,
The era.
no, I mean, it doesn't have to do with the era. I guess that's true. But I think it's a lot more nuanced than that. Like, I think it's really just about the characters.
But even stuff like
It's about-
Downton Abbey, I don't really care about.
It's not Downton Abbey. It's a lot more broad strokes. It's a lot more. It's really about the Queen and when she took it over when she was very young and the obligations there, and then the dynamic with her and her husband of like having a marriage that's in the public eye and they're not allowed to have. It's really good. It's really, really good.
I don't think that's like my thing. I like the more modern British monarchy stuff, which makes me want to jump in for this new season.
Well, it's not that much more modern. Like 10 years later or 20 years later. But
Maybe.
needless to say, this is really, really cool. If you're not familiar with The Crown, of course, it's on Netflix, and it's one of my favorite series, and they're doing something very, very cool with it. Bring this up, Kev.
Sorry.
Vanessa Kirby's character, who plays the sister to the Queen, I think she's a princess as well. What they're doing is they're doing a big time jump here. So Claire Foy and Vanessa Kirby were the younger, the Queen and her sister.
Yeah.
And now they're jumping, and Olivia Colman is taking over, and you can see her at the bottom image here. She's taking over as the Queen, and Helen Bonham Carter is taking over for Vanessa Kirby, which is really, really cool. And it's ballsy too, because though Claire Foy and Vanessa Kirby, awesome. They're awesome, and you love their characters, and the dynamic between the two of Claire Foy being Queen and having to be prim and proper and never having an opinion, versus Vanessa Kirby, who wants to get out there and express herself and do crazy things and marry and party and drink and all these things. It's really, really cool. So it'll be interesting to see how they adopt these roles, not only from how much do they take over some of the persona of what the actors before set up, versus where are you at 10, 20 years later.
Yeah, as personal evolution and all that kind of stuff.
It's really cool. I don't know how far the passage of time in here is, but if you haven't watched this, I think it's going to be really cool. And it's a risk though, because you're essentially doing what they're doing in like a True Detective, where you're just changing everything up.
Yeah, I mean you're maintaining a similar later storyline,
same concept,
but it's hard. I think it's also hard when The Crown is obviously very successful. It's you take that risk of, hey, we're gonna try something new and we're gonna bring in new people, and we hope it works out. We hope that people still like it, but you are kind of a little bit leaving potentially money on the table.
We'll see. Why are people talking about Altered Carbon? Let's see. Get Buckets. I've watched it. I don't like it. Didn't vibe with me. There you go. Let's leave it out. Shazman300 says, everyone in the chat, stop mentioning Altered Carbon. Kev, you watched Altered Carbon a little bit, right?
I enjoyed it.
Couldn't get into it. Gave it 3 episodes. I'm done. There's too much good stuff out there to watch. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go into the tips real quick.
Kevin, after that, I'm gonna add a story that I forgot to add, but we can do tips first. I'm gonna Slack it to you.
Cool. No, keep it in control.
If you've given us a tip, we'll read it now, just like John Lee Brick did. It says, Nick, today is the last day for Horse Wrestling League shirt. Get them before you can't on Bonfire. That was actually yesterday, so sorry about that, guys. You've missed out. Greedy Ears gave us a tip for today and said, I offer this fun clip to the Great Wall of Kevin. This casual nod at the end makes it for me.
Is it the one about the kid playing tennis?
I don't know. You'll have to view it. As you know, Kevin, I don't watch my own clips.
Yes, I did not enjoy it.
Okay, sorry. You're done. Dirk Saxon says, hey champ, I'm planning to get a Kind of Funny tattoo in the next week or so, and was wondering, is there anywhere I can get pictures of the animated show versions of Andy and Cool Greg? They're the only 2 I can't find. Vote for the open door policy. Pictures of them. Not
character.
As a character, no.
Other than in the
the only thing I have is screenshots. We don't have any artwork or anything on I don't have them on alpha or anything like that. Sorry about that. You'll just have to HD the screenshots.
Wait, where'd you put the thing?
I put it in Slack.
Rise Hammer says Nick and Joey together. No, we're not reading it. Red Lori, Yellow Lori, Red. No, we're not reading that.
Oh yeah, you guys.
We're not doing that together. It's just not happening. Eco Squad 351 gave us 500 cheers. Said recently you talked about how good Die Hard is. I was wondering, what are your takes? What your take is on the sequels? They're fun. Die Hard 2 is very much the exact same movie as 1, except in an airport. It's a little too long, and it doesn't have the panache of the first one. 3 I thought was fun because they took it out and they were like, it's going to be a citywide Die Hard. So I thought that was pretty cool. You put Samuel L. Jackson in there. Love the dynamic between the two.
What's not to like about that?
So SLJ.
Die Hard, Live Free or Die Hard, I actually really enjoyed.
Is that the one with
Justin Long and Kevin Smith?
That one I think is really fun.
It's
I
fun.
like the villain.
Timothy Oliphant.
And
Maggie
his little,
Q.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Love them.
Really fun. Then
really, the only one I don't love is the Russia one.
Yeah, that's because it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Like, 0 fucks given. Bruce Willis, you could tell, just did not want to be there. Was just doing it for a paycheck. Terrible.
What I did like about it is the tagline they use, which is Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Russia. That's pretty good.
That is bringing me back.
Pretty good.
That is it for tips. Ladies and gentlemen, did you want to go over this last news story?
Yeah. So this came out last week. So I didn't watch the show last week, so I don't know if you guys went over this. But this is from IGN.com. William Bibbiani, who I believe does stuff with the Schmodown,
he does
right?
stuff for Schmoes.
He wrote this article on 11 underrated movies that aren't underrated anymore. So I was just gonna go through and like hit a couple of these.
Go for it.
We got Aliens 3 on here, which I don't.
People really dislike it, and I'm gonna.
Well, let's just go through the list. What are we
Aliens
looking at?
3 starts out fucking terribly. Killing off the characters from Aliens 2 is just so upsetting.
I think
But
Aliens
I don't
is
think
like
it's awful.
Aliens is a top 5 movie for me.
Aliens or Alien?
Aliens.
The two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
So I
Alien
don't-
and Aliens are great.
Yeah.
Alien 3, the problem with Alien 3 was that it feels like a movie that was unfinished.
Yeah.
Because it was, in fact, a movie that was unfinished. Like, there are even scenes in this that they didn't have time to actually finish the effects on. It is not a well thought out movie. It is a cool concept, and I enjoy it, but it is not as good as Aliens.
I agree.
No,
I feel
it's
like
not as good. I really think its biggest problem is that it kills off fucking, like, it throws away Aliens 2.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm
it
not
kills
really
off, the whole point of Aliens 2 is that she gets redemption from, if you remember Aliens, it starts with her going, like, trying to research where her daughter is, and it turns out her daughter's dead, and that is her character arc, is like going back and trying to rectify that to some degree, and that's what happens with the Newt character, right? She finds this kid, and she's very much like, I'm going to take care of this, and projecting, takes care of the kid, saves the kid, and in doing so, finds a little bit of redemption. For having left her other daughter, which I thought was fascinating. In the third one, you're like, cool, that is a really heartfelt thing. Let's make sure she drowns in her hyper chamber or whatever the fuck those things are.
Yeah.
And also, while you're at it, why don't you go ahead and kill Michael Biehn, who should have been a huge star and was not.
Yeah.
And it sucks. They just killed off Hicks and Newt. Now, had they done Hicks and Newt on that planet with her, would have been cool.
That'd been dope.
Would have been dope.
Fucked up, too.
Would've been dope.
You know, for the longest time, they were trying to retcon it and do a sequel after Aliens, right? With Hicks.
I'm down for
Wasn't Neil Blomkamp doing that or something like that?
That sounds familiar.
There were some stills that came out with like older Hicks where his face is all burned.
Weren't the stills really fucked up? Like, I don't remember what they were.
Chad will let us know. What are the next ones?
All right, yeah.
Next one.
Oh, Alien 3 is by far, Drewski_2K says Alien 3 is greater than Alien Resurrection. Yeah. Yes, it is.
True.
The Alien movies get worse as they go on.
Here's the thing. I enjoy Alien Resurrection. I like the concept a lot. The, like, oh, hey, they cloned her.
It's all over the place.
It's all over the place, but I
Too much
like
shit
it.
going on. Number 3, Mask of the Phantasm. By the way, not underrated. It is amazing. Everyone's known that
That's
forever.
what they're saying.
Yeah,
These
No,
are
no, no.
underrated
Those
movies
never-
that aren't underrated anymore.
Hey, Will Bibbiani, Mask of the Phantasm, never underrated. Was always widely touted as an amazing film.
Who's Bibbiani?
The guy that wrote the story.
Oh.
Next one.
Good recall on that.
Thank you.
Next one.
I think I've met him a couple times.
Tokyo Drift, which I agree
which
with.
we have been arguing with for
but
years.
I agree with this in the sense that when it first came out, I was like, I don't like this, but because they were able to tie it back into the entire storyline, I think that it gave it more validity as like integral part of the franchise.
I will agree that as time has gone on, we have recognized how important this film is. Having said that, though, I did not like a Fast and Furious film until I watched this. The other two, I was
Really?
like, well, because Fast and
Not
Furious.
even the first one?
Fast and Furious was terrible when it came out. Everyone was like, this is a stupid movie. It's an FBI agent who's tasked to go after fucking people who are stealing stereos. Give me a fucking break. It was bad. It was bad. Then the second one comes out and you're like, wow.
That's really
it's like
bad.
as bad as the first one minus half the budget and put in Tyrese. We couldn't even get Vin Diesel back. Bad. Next one. Oh, Joey. No,
Got him.
I see where it is. I see.
there
This
it
whole
comes
thing
out.
was just a long joke at my
It was
expense.
a build-up
It was a build-up.
to Grease 2.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a hot screen. I gotta go back and watch Grease 2.
You gotta
All
do
kidding
it.
aside, I'm gonna go back and watch it, and I will be the keeper of whether or not Grease 2 is good.
Yeah.
An important question here.
Yeah.
Are these the same characters from Grease 1?
No.
No.
So
It's just totally a
Michelle
new story.
Pfeiffer. Her name is Stephanie Zanoni in this movie. She's one of the Pink Ladies. The guy, Maxwell Caulfield, he plays Sandy's cousin. That's how they tie it in.
Is Sandy still alive, or is the theory that she drowned in the beginning confirmed?
No, she's definitely still alive.
You know why I don't like that guy?
Why?
Because he played the asshole in Empire Records.
Oh, but he's so good. It's
He's really
Rex
good.
Manning Day.
Yeah.
But he's so good at that.
Love that movie. And by the way, Michelle Pfeiffer, just shout out to Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Just in general.
She's between, yeah.
I want to quickly go through the next 7 movies because even though I know this was a giant joke at my expense, I don't care. Gremlins 2, still terrible.
What?
Next. This is not a good movie.
Yeah, but it's.
Halloween 3, are you kidding me? Next.
I think Greg hates this movie. Cool, Greg.
Everyone hates that movie.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus, good movie.
I don't think it's underrated.
I don't think it's
No,
ever been
it's rated
underrated.
right where it needs to be.
It's
And I think it's one of the better like holiday themed movies.
Fair point. Next. 2,
I've never
Freddy's
seen
Revenge.
any of the Nightmare on
Yeah, I
Elm
don't have the
Street
context for
movies.
this. I've seen these. I can't remember if they're good or bad.
Oh, here we go, baby. Here we go.
This movie was just an abomination.
It's on Netflix, so if you want to watch it and
Is that
judge
on
for
your
yourself,
Hirsch?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bad. Go.
I
check
loved
it out.
him in
This movie's
Lords
unwatchable.
of Dogtown.
that's not true
It's
at all.
unwatchable.
The
I just don't think I've
special
ever seen
effects
it.
are terrible.
They are.
They have not aged well.
It's like if you took a
But it's
kaleidoscope
like-
and beat yourself over the fucking head with it.
not.
That's the effects in this. This
Don't-
movie makes no sense.
Don't believe
the plot
Nick.
was written for 3-year-olds.
Just
and
watch. That's not.
it's like taking a
man.
box of crayons, melting it, and smearing it all
I
over your
can't
eyeballs.
believe he's saying the plot was written for 3-year-olds. It's got
terrible.
the Wachowskis nailed it. The
You know what,
Wachowskis
Kev? We're
are
going to table this. You
talented.
know why? Because we had a debate on this on the GOG show, the Tim versus Nick episode. You guys can go back and watch that
Where
if you
Tim
want to hear
makes
my thoughts.
valid points and you just
No.
ignore it.
You made valid points.
That's true, I
And
did.
Tim kind of agreed with you, but we both can agree that Tim is dumb.
Now here's the thing about Starship Troopers, guys.
Awesome movie.
I've never enjoyed it.
It's a bad movie
Yeah,
But I
I've ever
like
seen
it. because
but
it's
it
Paul
does have,
Verhoeven.
it has boobies in it, I believe, right?
It's got a lot of movies in it, yeah.
Yeah. So I
At least
remember
2 movie
being-
scenes that I remember.
I remember being a kid and being like, okay, all right, I'm gonna watch this now.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Unbreakable was underrated, and now we're all realizing that M. Night Shyamalan has been playing the long game.
I mean,
It's been a long con. Oh,
Again,
we are really long here.
I think Unbreakable a little overrated in my book.
Little overrated?
People really like it, and I never loved it.
If you go back and watch it now, though, it's actually a lot better.
Really?
With the current context of all of the Marvel movies, it's if you look at it as a superhero film, like wow, this is really like dark. I like it a lot. Not
I'm willing to
like
go back and rewatch it.
100% A+ great, but I think it's really really cool.
Yeah.
I went back and watched it like 4 months ago after.
Split.
Maybe it was longer. No, it was about 4 or 5 months ago. And I was like, oh, I like that. I appreciate this now a lot more than I used to.
I'm excited for
I think it was
last.
ahead of its time. You know, we are at 12:03. Hey, we got time. P.S. I love his best friend XOXO today comes from Emlyn. Emlyn is shouting out Krantus. Says, while Kumail has been away enjoying himself, deservedly so, Krantus has been killing it, filling in for him, posting the recaps on the subreddit. He deserves loads of credit and sweet, nasty love. Awesome. Thank you very much for that, guys. Giveaway time. Since we're a little long in the tooth, I won't bother telling you guys how to win. Y'all know that. It's 4 ways. 1, be in the chat. 2, subscribe to us via Amazon Prime. 3, patreon.com/kindafunny or patreon.com/kindafunny games at the $2 above level. You also get all the awesome stuff on the $1 above level as well. You guys know all this stuff.
But yeah,
already.
don't tell him.
I don't need to go through that
We don't
stuff.
need to rehash that.
Make sure, of course, you use your Amazon Prime account or it goes away every month. You got to re-up it. It sucks. But I gave mine essential was he is an great. Today's giveaway comes from the Kind of Funny. Giveaway winner comes from the Kind of Funny Games Patreon. Congratulations to Quentin Giles. You have won Mugsters on Switch. That sounds cool. All right, let's go into the 3 and 3. Let's talk to the chat for a
do
little
some
bit, and then
chatting.
Daddy's gonna get in an aeroplane. I'm leaving on a jet plane to SDCC. And if you're in the San Diego area and you see me, and you don't say hi, I will say, "How dare you, sir?"
How dare you, sir?
And or ma'am. How dare you, sir, and or ma'am.
No, What's Good says, who's on Kind of Funny Games Daily today? It's going to be Tim, Mr. Gary Whitta.
Oh, people really like that pairing.
Yep.
Oh, Get Buckets asked a very important question. Nick, what do you think about Scar? He said Scar Low. I think he meant Scar Joe leaving Rub and Tug. I think it was an inevitability after her PR team royally muffed their response to the criticism of her taking that role, and after all of the controversy surrounding her and Ghost in the Shell. I think from just a PR standpoint, she had to leave. She had to leave. My big question is, we'll see how, like, if they do end up casting a lesser known actor, how well is that movie going to do?
Yeah.
We'll see. The thing is, now there's controversy surrounding it, so they might be able to use that energy to promote the film.
Like the...
Yeah, like
Kevin Spacey
ScarJo
one.
left, and we've actually got a trans person in this role. Like,
Yeah.
is that? I have no doubt that multiple actors of every background could fill that role, because the story itself is actually relatively fascinating, at least for me, because I'm kind of a prevert. But
Stop
I don't know. Are you
saying
familiar with
words
this?
I
wrong.
have no. Yeah, I know about the controversy. I don't know anything about the project itself.
The project itself surrounds a transgendered, I believe, gosh, I'm gonna get it wrong. Transgender person who was credited with starting a giant ring of rub and tug massage parlors, where basically you go in for a massage, but they also give you a little,
Yeah.
like, how's your father, in LA.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
How's your father?
Fun concept, right? Of course, Scarlett Johansson is cast as the
Yeah.
transgender character, and the transgender community is like, yo,
Can we not?
can we do it? Similar to how The Rock came under some fire recently for being an amputee, and people were like, why don't you just cast an amputee? And he's like, I'm The Rock. I don't know.
But I think that's a little bit different, correct?
I
Like
mean,
if this is based on a true story.
sure, but I think the criticism is, yo, if you're gonna have a character who is X,
Yeah.
why aren't you given the opportunity to have at least some people in the conversation who are also representative of that in real life?
Yeah.
It is a. I see both sides of this argument.
Totally.
I definitely don't have a specific like standpoint on this. I
Yeah.
think it's an important conversation to be had, and I'm glad people are having it.
Yeah.
With The Rock being an amputee and people saying, hey, why don't you cast an amputee? I think that is a little bit different than the ScarJo situation.
Yeah.
Not much. For this one, I think, my take on The Rock situation is, look, The Rock is powerful enough that if he didn't want the character to be a certain way, he could have nixed that from the script. So clearly this was a positive choice he was making
Yeah.
to hopefully have a positive effect on people who are amputees.
Yeah. To be like
and
a representation.
I think it's a, hey, you guys, I think it's definitely a let's change people's opinions, or at least let's help to normalize this and mainstream this, because these are just human beings like the rest of us. And I think to criticize him for that is maybe a little unfounded. But again, I think it's worth having the conversation.
Yeah.
I think The Rock's a big enough guy and to be able to take that criticism
I feel like
and
he's
roll with it.
posted some stuff, like I don't know if it was Twitter or Instagram, like talking about it.
Did you guys talk about this yesterday?
No, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
The Rock is the highest paid. What is this? This is from last year. He made 124 million last year.
Yeah.
Oh, take that, Mark
In 1
Wahlberg.
year. He posted on Instagram, and the response it's like Josh Brolin being like, "Oh man, I was right there with you, man. I'm right behind you."
Yeah.
And then someone else being like, "Oh man, it's awesome to see the fucking famous ass people responding."
You know, what are you gonna do? $124 million in 1 year is that's a lot of money.
Is that not double what?
I think
your boy
when
made?
Mark Wahlberg hit the list, he was at, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in the ballpark of 68.45 million. Just ballparking that to act. They gave him that to act. Good for The Rock.
Man.
And again, my point in bringing these subjects up is not necessarily to create controversy. I think it's an interesting conversation to be had. I really do think that I see both sides of these things, right? I think it's interesting. Like the one side with the ScarJo is that they always say, the movie wouldn't get made without a major Hollywood star, and that ScarJo is in fact trying to at least bring attention to that community's voice.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and the other argument is you're an actor. Can't you isn't that the medium? Aren't you supposed to be able to play that, right?
Yeah, play
similar to
the
how
part.
when they were going to cast Matt, I want to say, what's his last name? Bomber, the guy from White Collar who was outwardly gay. They were going to cast him as Gray in 50 Shades of Grey. And the guy that produced that movie was like, no, he's gay. No one will ever believe that. And everyone's like, yo, he's an actor. He can act straight.
Yeah.
Like that's a stupid, very narrow-minded take on that. Now we're having the opposite where it's like, why can't ScarJo be this character?
Yeah.
Again, not for me to decide. I'm not a casting agent, but I do think there's a conversation in there to be had.
Yeah, I think
sure.
it's a little bit different when it's.
So yeah, the glove bomb in the chat was like, ScarJo's PR response certainly needed help. No. Talking shit is definitely not the way to have that conversation. They basically fired back. If you're not familiar with what they talked about, their PR response was basically like, why don't you ask Jeffrey Tambor and all the other straight actors who were playing, or not straight actors, excuse me, actors who were playing trans people, why don't you ask them their response? To which the trans community was like, hey, double fuck you, man. You can't say shit like that's not a cool.
That's not a positive
somebody
response
else
did
to
it
this.
doesn't mean that it's okay for you. Yeah.
So it's interesting, but we're gonna see probably more and more of this as Hollywood continues to progress. All right, let's go into sub-only mode right now. I've wasted everyone's time with my useless opinion. Subscribers.
What else is going on?
JPL1017 says, perfect example, Neil Patrick Harris playing a womanizer in How I Met Your Mother. I put womanizer in there. He says, How I Met Your Mother, but he's gay in real life and he plays a straight man there. Yeah, exactly, a perfect example. He nailed that role. Who cares? It doesn't matter, like spoilers, it doesn't matter who you are in your normal life. If you're a good actor, you can play any character. You think Gary Oldman was really Churchill? No. He's barely even British.
Dude, Gary Oldman.
I'm not even sure Gary Oldman is British.
Is he British? Okay. I can't remember what Gary Oldman's actual
Yeah,
voice
because he disappears into the roles. You see what I'm saying?
I was watching The Professional last weekend. He's so fucking good.
Do you remember him as
Fifth
Sirius
Element?
Black? Fucking
No!
shot.
I
Exactly.
did it to him right now.
Because he was that.
God, he's a good actor.
You disappear, ladies and gentlemen.
Um,
All right, let's see. He's actually Dracula. He was Dracula. Ugh.
No,
Bram Stoker's
he's
Dracula.
He's actually he is Dracula.
Bram Stoker's Dracula is one of my guilty pleasures.
Is it? I hate that.
Yes, I
movie.
love that movie.
It's so
and it's
bad.
so bad.
It's so bad.
It doesn't make any sense. And then, in order to add insult to injury, they also throw Keanu Reeves in. And you're like, I just wanted this to be Point Break. Why isn't this another Point Break movie? You put Keanu Reeves. God bless Keanu Reeves.
It's so bad.
what was I was watching? Oh, I watched Speed while I was home last week. What a movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
So good.
Stay on or get off. Stay on or get off.
It's so
Get off.
good. So good.
Remember when he was like, shoot the hostage? And he shoots Jeff. And then Jeff Daniels gets shot and then blown up.
I know. Poor Jeff.
Sad.
That's a rough movie. Or that's a rough role for him. Also, is Jeff Daniels also in Arachnophobia?
Yeah, he's the lead in Arachnophobia. It's a fucking great movie. Jeff Daniels has
haven't
been
watched
in
that
great
in
movies.
quite some
Oh,
time.
it's so good. It's still great.
I just don't like spiders.
I
That's
can't
usually
stand spiders. Hate them. You know why?
why. 'Cause they're
Arachnophobia.
gross.
When I watched it,
Mm-hmm.
we were watching the storm drain thing,
Yeah.
my wife and I was like, God, I hate storm drains. They fucking creep me out. And she goes, you know why you hate storm drains? Because of it.
Probably.
Because you watched it, and it freaked you out. And I was like, is that why I hate spiders? Because I watched Arachnophobia? She's like, no, spiders are the fucking devil, and they should be wiped off this earth.
Arachnophobia doesn't
Because they're
help.
tiny little monsters, and if they were twice the size, they would run this fucking planet.
Yeah.
Just FYI. So when you see a spider, kill a spider. What I have to say. Unless they're outside, let them do their thing outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know my spider. You know my.
Do I?
Here's my policy on spiders.
Okay.
If they're in their natural habitat, so be it. I.e., outside. If they've got a web outside and they're killing flies and mosquitoes and all that
They're
shit,
in our garden little
let them
thing.
do their thing.
Yeah.
Same with snakes.
Fuck him, dude.
But the second you're in my shower, it's me or you.
And there's
Squash
really only
time.
one answer to that question. It's always
Squash
gonna be
time.
me.
Exactly.
I don't ever, well, I guess if they're in my shower, I don't squash them. I just drown them.
Revlord Nito says spiders are built out of terror. They are. They're terrifying, terrifying creatures.
That's honestly the one hesitation I have for going to Australia.
They have those giant fucking spiders.
Yeah, not really into that.
Yeah, I'm not into that either. Anyone remember Eight-Legged Freaks? Says Wolf Smalls. I do. David Arquette classic. Actually, a movie that has no business being as good as it is.
I don't think I ever saw it.
It is fucking really fun. It's really fun.
Have we, one random question that's not in the chat, but I just want to know. How do you feel about the movie The Meg? Are you excited for that at
Yeah,
all?
it's gonna be a part of Geostorm podcast. You understand?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 12:15. We are way too long in the tooth. We got to get going. I love you all. Joey, thanks for joining me. You are back on the show tomorrow. No, tomorrow's show is The Minority Report, starring Kevin and Andy. Tune in for that, and then after that is going to be Andy and Joey. Yeah, I think so. Unless Joey wants to do it again. You guys can do whatever you want.
We can switch it around.
But I will be off in SDCC. Make sure you follow me at Nick_Scarpino on Twitter and Instagram for all the funs there. And if you're in the SDCC area and you don't want me to repeat everything I just did at the beginning of the show, but you want to know it, go to kindafunny.com/SDCC. You can see our full list of all the stuff we're doing there. Please come out to Petco Park when we're hosting the Rocket League birthday party to sing some happy birthday to the Rocket League folks and hang out with us. We love you very much. Until Monday, have a great day, everyone. Kevin, please cut the feed.